Alright guys, so if you're watching this video, I'm basically going to be breaking down why my bow broke, exploded, derailed, whatever you want to call it. It happened yesterday on Sunday, and I'm going to go over the details. Some of you guys are in the comments from my YouTube short were wondering I didn't show any footage. I got a whole ton of comments on what people think happened, but I'm going to show you what actually happened. And this is going to help you at home also avoid what happened to me. So if you're not interested in knowing what happened to my bow, this isn't the video for you. So before we jump into it, I got a lot of comments saying that I was being a freeloader asking for a bow. And you know, to be honest, yes, I don't deserve a free bow from Hoyt, even if mine broke. I did that because I've been shooting with their bow, making content. I'm not a huge YouTuber by any mean. I'm just a normal, go to my construction job, blue collar kid, and I shoot my bow every day after work. It is for me to distress. It's more than a hobby. It's a lifestyle for me. It's about being physically fit. It's about just enjoying it. I get to shoot with my brother. I get to shoot with my friends from church. I get to shoot with you guys from TAC. That bow, for someone like me, cost a lot. I spent hours at work earning. I spent the whole year building that bow. You guys are seeing that bow 99% complete finished, but you guys don't know is that it took me almost a year next month to get the spot hog, to get the rest, to get everything that's on it. And for some people, it's not that important. But for someone like me, I spent hours trying to get something that I really wanted. Yes, you don't need the best bow to take down an elk or a deer. You don't need the best equipment, but I sacrificed good hunting bags, other good equipment I could have bought. I wanted to put my time and effort into my bow because not only is it a precision tool, it's something I use every day, so why not just have something I want and something customizable. I'm going to play the clip in slow motion, and this is how I discovered out what actually happened to my bow. I got comments saying bad arrow. I got comments saying that I shouldn't have stuck it into lumber and maybe it wouldn't have broke. And what I mean by that is there was a branch above me that moved after the shot. I didn't knock the arrow on well enough. People said I'm shooting a Hoyt, so that makes sense of why it blew up. There's a lot of different suggestions, but I'm going to tell you the one suggestion that caused actually a ripple effect. If you look in slow motion, it's really hard. It happens so quick that the camera doesn't have that many frames to be able to pick it up, but it is enough where you can see what happened. So I pull back the bow right when I release, like the string, I don't know the terminology right off the top of my head, but the string where my limb driven rest cable goes into frayed. The limb driven rest cable wasn't connected anymore. Therefore, the rest never pulled it down. The arrow went off trajectory, shot, actually hit the spot hog. I'll have it circled where it hit. And after it hit the spot hog, the arrow blew up. And I felt the arrow blow up in my hand. And I was just so shocked that my bow just was in pieces, my baby. And after the arrow ejected, the bow got derailed. And the compression, because obviously your strings are keeping your bow compressed, the compression released, the bow actually expanded past where it usually is, hit the branch. I'm not going to stick my bow in a branch. I know better to do that. Yes, I was really close to the branch, but I didn't have my cams up inside the tree limb. I know better than that. That's also where we needed to shoot from on the 3D course, and I know that wasn't the problem. I know it wasn't the arrows problem because I used these same arrows. When I go to 3D range, I only bring 4 arrows. I'm not the type of guy who brings 27 arrows and loses them. I shoot with 1 arrow and I have 3 extras that are on my quiver. I'm not trying to sound cocky, it's just what I do. And if you force yourself to be a better shooter, you will be a better shooter. If you bring 100 arrows and you expect to lose them, you're going to lose them. If you bring 4 arrows, you are going to try to not lose them. That's essentially what happened. Bowstring gave out, which gave out the cable on my rest, which the rest made the arrow go in the wrong spot, then therefore the bow derailed. A lot of people, might say that derailing isn't that bad, but here's the difference. I've personally seen a Hoyt get dry fired in front of me, like right next to me, and it did not do any damage. But my bow is an 80-pound bow, and I look skinny. I don't, I look like I couldn't pull back an 80-pound bow. It derailed before, like with all the energy behind it, because the arrow wasn't going the right way. And so that the limb sprung. So that string is ruined. I don't know if the limbs are ruined, and the cams might be bent. For someone like me to be able to just go out and buy another bow, it's impossible. So essentially, the bow tech that assembled my bow put my limb-driven cable through my cable string on my bow, and it malfunctioned. So this is what the learning lesson for you guys is. Put your limb-driven cable on the limb of your bow and look into working on your own stuff. Because if I get my bow back and it's not fixable, I'm out. I could get a $200 bow from Walmart. I might have to. That's not what I want. I didn't work my ass off in the sun and work my job to get a $200 bow. I want what I want, and I want what I worked for. Don't always trust anybody to work on your bow just because they're at a pro shop. I'm going to learn and dedicate myself into working on my own bow. If I have money to get equipment, I'm going to get equipment, and that could be a whole YouTube channel idea. A whole series that I can do is learning how to work on the bow and taking you guys along with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's only for people that are interested in what happened. Like I said, the only support you guys could give is just to reach out to Hoyt and just get this video and get the other video attention. Worst comes to worst, I have to save up and get a new bow. But if I can't get this bow fixed and in the warranty, I will be switching to a different bow company. Stay tuned, guys. I'm not going to be able to put out any bow content. I might be able to put out a few hunting video content. So you guys are just going to have to stay tuned, and hopefully we can get it fixed.